those instances. Now, we know the SMEs provide 66% employment in the country. They contribute nearly 37%, and the government's focus is to increase to 40% by the year 2020. And in terms of export, I think now it's about 18% of the total export in the country. So SME is such an important segment or sector. And this morning I was just talking to a friend of ours in the VIP room. I almost fell out from the chair and he said, maybe the SME is a lost cause. Is it? Now we'll start with our first panelist here, Mr. Keng Teck. Maybe your views on what is volatile, what's uncertain, and is there a hope for SMEs?
Okay, when we talk about VUCA, in my opinion, it's not something that is new. SME has been always in the VUCA environment. Okay? Because of that, our size, our knowledge, we have always been keeping ourselves that we just do what we do best. We look in rather than look out. But the world environment, the technology advancement and so forth has been moving so fast that we, the SMEs, do not have time to learn about it. And SMEs, because that we need to multitask. Most of the bosses over here in SMEs multitask. Okay, he or she might be the sales marketing, he or she might be the operations, production, business development, quality control, all together. So where is the time for us to actually know about what is happening out there? What are the uncertainty and volatile industries that we are in right now? So it's not something that's new. So the hope, when you ask, what is the hope for SME? I say, definitely there's a hope, because in Malaysia, we have to be proud of ourselves that we can produce very good quality products, and we have to be very proud of our customer service. We are very good in it. We are people country. Just that we do not have the time and put in a lot of effort committing to get to know a lot of new things. But I have to say that today we are very happy. I'm very happy that there are almost 1,000 people over here who is opening up their mind to come here to this conference to learn about things. This is a good start for you to meet the challenges of VUCA. I think you should congratulate yourself.
Thank you. You know, I heard somewhere, learning means forming a relationship between what you know and what you don't know. Okay, so this is an ideal conference. Thank you for the organizers to expand what you know so that you can capture more what you do not know. With that, Mr. Saktivelu, what's your opinion on the volatile and uncertain environment we're facing now?
Okay, thank you. It's very important to remember that we are in a very highly competitive environment. We are not only competing against each other in Malaysia, but we are competing against the region. Just to give you a simple statistic, in 2013, there were 37,500 robots being imported into China. In 2015, it became 75,000 robots. In 2018, it's predicted China is employing or importing 150,000 robots. Okay. Why are they doing that? China is supposed to be a labor, they seem to be a labor-intensive market. What's happening? Why are they importing so many robots? Because labor has become expensive even in China. So, what is the message to us? We have to innovate, we have to move our production facilities to embrace digitalization or move towards more modern environment, or we will be put out of business soon. So the real challenge is we have to start moving, and I think with the Industry 4.0 launched by the government this end of last month, is a very big and very timely, and we should take on the opportunity and move forward.
Okay, great, excellent. Now for the audience, Mr. Saktivedu heads the galactic engineering. He does a lot of automation works. So he might be a good person for you to ask questions later with regards to what kind of automation they do, what's happening in the industry. Now with that, Mr. Kelvin Yap, IP88, okay, I mean a well-known household name in the country. Now let's just have your opinion.
Yeah, thanks. Hi everybody, my name is Kelvin. I represent IP88. And SME has been a very exciting segment for us as a company because it is true the support from SME, we have grown as a payment company and today we provide solutions for both e-commerce and also retail. Now talking about VUCA, I think Kentek mentioned also just now, this is actually nothing new. Okay? You don't believe me? Pick up your phone, alright? Go to Google and you search VUCA, V-U-C-A. Google will tell you from Wikipedia, this word has been coined since 80s. Alright? So if you think VUCA is a new thing, well, it's not. Alright? So I think one of the key, in my opinion, when it comes to VUCA, I think it's all about mindset. It's not so much about the things that we do, the solution, the technology. Yes, all that is important. But I think the first challenge that all SME needs to overcome is a mental block. That often at times we give ourselves excuses, we give ourselves reasoning, and of course, now in the new Malaysia, you cannot blame government as often as you wish really like. Alright, back then you can. Oh, government no support, government doing this, government doing that. And that's the thing, because all the other things will fall through if you have the right mindset of what you want to achieve. And of course, as we continue with this panel session, I think I will give some examples that we have learned ourselves through our interaction with SMEs, what I meant by this mindset and this mental block that we need to get over.
Great. Now, the thing about this volatile uncertain environment, I think I read your article somewhere. I just can't recall. Did you write anyway, by the way? You must have written because now you said most of our SMEs do not have a strong value proposition to build their brands. Can you tell the audience, explain to us what you mean by this, building a strong value proposition for business?
Now, I don't know which article, I write a number of them. But when you mention strong value proposition, a lot of the SMEs, when they do business and to promote their brand, they always leave it to the marketing exec or marketing manager to deal with it. Or they will just get an agency to tell them that what should we say so that people would think that we are great. But if you do that, you are basically competing a lot with the MNC. MNC have better budget, better network, better resources than you. We SMEs, we do not have so much budget. We don't have so much budget to do a lot of things. So the best that we can do is to be ourselves. Because the value proposition is that what you can do best that is so valuable to your targeted customer. Okay? I said an example. To get the value proposition out, you can have a 3-quadrant. Number 1, what matters most to the customers? That is important. If what you provide is not what matters most to the customers, there's no use. You're not relevant at all. So that's one. You know that is what relevant to the customers, then you look in. Do we, as an SME, have what it takes to provide the services or to produce the product that can fulfill what matters most to the customer? Because if you're not, meaning that you're not competitive enough. We need to be competitive. But then, this is where most of the SMEs stop. SMEs always think of themselves. They don't compare. They don't position themselves among the other players. They say that they are good. Or SMEs, we are very good. We have high quality. I say that high quality, quality is a basic requirement. But how do you differentiate yourself among your competitors? So we talk about competitors. So what are the competitors not addressing? A lot of SMEs will tell me, Keng Tay, what I have, the customer also, the competitor also have. What I can do, competitors also can do. Actually, in this competitive environment, most of our product services are very similar. I think most of you all will acknowledge that. But again, what they have advantage in doesn't mean that they are addressing it. For example, how many parents are over here? Can you hands up? A lot. Okay, remember last time that you buy formula milk for your baby Alpha group? Yes? What is Alpha group famous for? DHA, 4 times DHA and so forth. Okay? But formula milk, most of the other formula milks also have DHA. Just that they didn't actually address it and tell people they have this 4 times DHA. But Alpha group actually took the opportunity and addressed it. But formula milk is actually very similar, but they address the need that, hey, DHA actually has fast learning. So, if you are able to come out with a central problem of what matters most to the customers, what strength do you have, and what competitors not addressing, the central problem would be your value proposition or your key communication message that you can convey to your customers, and it will be more appealing. That's my opinion.
Thank you. Tap your mind on this branding thing. I'm going to ask Mr. Sakti a question, but before that, now can you just focus on what I'm going to just say in the next maybe 30 seconds. Now, I want you to go back 10 years ago. Now, imagine, now I hope this does not happen to you, but anyway, I just want you to imagine that you got a heart problem, you have to go for a heart surgery, you have landed in the IJN, and now you're sitting, or rather you're lying on the operating table, and you know during the heart surgery, your heart actually stops, and the machines are running, the circulation and whatnot. Now, while you've been sedated mildly, you take a look to your left and you look at the machines, and suddenly, if you see the machines made in Germany, made in Sweden, I think most of them will feel comfortable. Now suddenly you see, made in Malaysia, made in China. How would you have felt at that point of time? With that, I could ask Mr. Sakti, how are you differentiating yourself? How are you branding yourself? And I see you're providing services for international companies like Siemens. I mean, Siemens are precision technologies. And how you became a supplier of services to them?
Thank you for the question. Okay. Basically, like what Mr. Kintek has said, it is positioning yourself. So what we have done over time is we have positioned ourselves as quality supplier. That means when you get something from us, it will be of certain quality. Not only we have done that, some Malaysian companies, especially in the food industry, such as Munchies, and a few other companies here have done that internationally. So what has happened is, do you know, even in Korea, Malaysian food is considered good because they have marketed themselves and they have positioned themselves as a certain quality standard. Okay. When I say a quality standard, that doesn't mean the highest quality in the world. McDonald's sells burgers, but they have a certain quality, X quality. It's not the best burger in the world, but it's of a safe level. So similarly, as long as you position yourself in the right place with the right values, especially what Mr. Pintek said, address the problem that the customer has. Example, in our case, what we did is we found ourselves competing with many multinational companies. So one thing we found that the multinational companies, I hope some multinational companies are getting okay. Basically, what we found that they have lacking is their service level. They are big and they are slow. So I found ourselves to be small, but we were fast. They have managers and the managers keep changing every 3 years, so I call them faceless companies. We have a face. So you can always call even me if you don't get support from any one of our lines. So these are the differentiating factors that we gave the customers and gave the advantage, and as a result, we managed to win the market.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Kevin, I'm going to pose a different question to you. But before that, I'm going to ask your audience. Now, this morning, Mr. Ernie displayed what are the facilities that government is going to provide for the SMEs. Now, as there are a lot of agencies, there's a lot of government effort going towards SMEs. How many of you honestly here in the audience can say that you're aware of this, the services provided by the agencies, the information provided by the agencies? Can I show a raise of hands? How many of you can say that you're aware of all these facilities or benefits that you're going to get from the government or any other form of agencies? Now look around, look around.
How many hands are there?
Now
This is.
Okay, thank you. Give them a hand for the honest answers, please. Now, this is one of the major problems, not only in SMEs, I think in big businesses. Now, big businesses somehow can survive with big capitalization. But for SMEs, how do you, let's say, you are quite successful IPA88, how do you know someone is actually pulling the rug under you, your SME business? You're not even aware of what's going on in business environment. Can you take this question, please?
Yeah, thanks. I think this coming back to earlier work which I highlighted, it's all about mindset, right? So let me ask another question. How many of y'all know the latest phone from Apple is iPhone XS? Raise your hand.
Wow, that's...
See, the difference is such a big gap. Why is it nobody is making an effort to find out all this information? Hence, it's all in mindset. And I think a lot of SMEs that we have spoken to so far, they are very much focused on what we call business as usual, BAU. God, so busy, I need to do this, I need to do that. Where got time? So time is a very relative matter. It's because there's no point giving excuse that there's only 24 hours in a day. The world's not going to change you for that, right? That's going to be the same. But everything else is changing around you, so you need to do it. So let's do another experiment here, which I like to do it in talks like this. In the last 10 years, how many of y'all here has changed, say, 10 phones? Wow, see? More hands than those people who read about the budget. Okay? Now, out of here, how many in the last 10 years you changed at least 5 phones? Okay, now I'm going to ask the next question. How many SME owners here, if you have run a business in the last 10 years, how many times have you changed the way your company operates? Is it less than 2 maybe? Now, if that is the case, why are you changing your phone more than changing the way your business operates? So again, it's all about mindset. Because often at times, SMEs are so focused in doing what they're doing because they say, I don't resource bolang, no people, better support, so everything I have to do, where got time? But you got time to change phone? So, no excuse lah. Then if you got no time to change your business, you got no time to change phone, then you tell me the last 10 years, use the same phone. Okay. But no, phone buka, banyak biji. Business tak buka. So I think it's all about mindset, finding out that real want. When you want something, you went and look for it. Alright? I think this is also to embark what Ernie has said. The difference between interested and committed. I think it makes a lot of difference. So, bringing some real life examples now. A lot of SMEs, initially when we engaged them, say 5 years ago, we have to convince them very hard that you need to go online. You need to start selling online. But of course, that has changed somewhat. A lot of SMEs now realize there's a need for them to go online. And some instances, they want to go online. And it's a very painful process, right? Sometimes you want to change phone, it's also quite painful. Yeah? Because, for example, you want to move to Apple to Android, painful. WhatsApp cannot transfer. Okay? So you want to move Android to Apple, also quite pain because like everything cannot do on Apple. Android, everything can. So, but you do it. As a person, as a consumer, you do it. So why not when it comes to business? Right? So if you're changing every aspect of your life as a person, so a business has to change as well. So you see a lot of brands now that start moving online, and in fact, you have even big brands like Tesco, for example. They have dedicated billboards on highways, on LDP as you drive, that talk about order online, we deliver. Now, if a Tesco has big hypermarkets presence all around Malaysia, is investing, is putting money into investing their online presence, what does that tell you to you, the SMEs? That online has potential, has growth. And if you have not looked into that segment, then you are in no position saying that, I already tried my best. Because there's just so many things out there. It's very important that you maintain your PAU, but you must find time. So the next time you find yourself giving excuse that you got no time, make sure you got no time to change phone. Alright? So if you have time to change phone, you must have time to do other things as well.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Calvin. You know, they say that it's the busiest person who's got time for everything. Now, I post this question again to King Tek here because he's a branding expert here. Now, we were talking about awareness. Many of the SMEs are not even aware what's happening in the environment. Now, how to create a level of awareness? We have to answer this very quickly because time is running out. And the second aspect is, now, a lot of these facilities and benefits given by the government, if you are relatively a small SME, many of them just give up, like you have to present a paper, you have to present a cash flow statement, knowledge is of two types. Because knowledge is spending so much, either you know it or you must know where to get it. Now, please tell the audience, if they do not know where can they get it.
Okay, first thing, quick one. Creating awareness. Okay, when we say branding, creating awareness, first thing SME does is that immediately they're going to look for the media owner, look for the advertising agency, where should I advertise, should I advertise online, social media, or whatever. Okay, that's wrong. Wrong. Why? Because you will not have enough money to advertise everywhere. You will not. Money not enough. So the key thing is that you need to start from planning. A lot of people do branding just to do brand awareness execution without any plan. Who you want to target, what you want to target, what you want to say. That is the key. And it's a very big subject. I'm not going to drill on with that. Second part of it, we talk about so-called the benefits, the grants, and so forth. Okay. Last 2 years we did a survey. Is that online survey? 50% knows about the grants. Only 8% apply for it. And why? Only 8%? Because in my work I do help a lot of my clients to get some grants, and also representing the SME Association of Malaysia, we do have a lot of engagement with the government agencies. The thing is that a lot of SMEs, number one, they have the perception that, hey, grants, government we got so good, don't give one lah, all this lie. Don't want to try. Number two, those who go and try, take so much effort, need to put in so much documentation. Leceh lah, don't want to try. Then after that, didn't get the money. Oh, SME very poor, don't have money. But then after that, the next day, they go for dinner, which is 2,000 or 3,000 per table. So, the thing is that submitting documents and so forth, it is for you to make the government officers understand your business. That is the core. You don't just answer questions, you explain your business and bring the best out of you. That is the key.
Thank you. At least we got some answers. How to create the level of awareness, how to put some effort. Now, Mr. Sakti, did you face any challenges? You are already a successful business. Were you aware of all these grants and facilities? And how did you, let's say, acquire certain funding or whatever it is? How did you come to know about it?
Okay, I'm guilty of what Kintek said. I've been running this company for 20 years, but for 18 years, we never went to the government because we always thought the government was never going to help us. And that was my personal view, okay? So, this is possibly the same view a lot of you have because you are so busy running your show and doing the day-to-day thing, which my friend here has told also. So, 2 years ago, we started this trying to approach the government, and then of course they asked all these documents, which was very painful because that includes bank statements and return on what we call income tax returns and so on and so forth. So, but we gave everything. To our surprise, this actually shocked me. The government agencies were actually very, especially with Martrade and all, which export-oriented government agencies, were very friendly and very helpful to the extent where they even encouraged us to go overseas and do marketing in Germany, in Singapore, and so on, now in Indonesia, and so on and so forth. So this was, as Kintek rightfully pointed out, it was purely on mindset and ignorance. It's not the government. So, but just to add to that, now we have a new government. It's even more transparent. So I think, even though don't expect everything overnight, but it's even more transparent, and I think it's the right time for all of you to go and approach for different facilities.
Great, thanks. Now we have to move beyond the borders now. The Malaysian domestic market is a very small market. Now, IP88 is cross borders. Okay, what would be your advice for SMEs? Can they replicate your model? What did you do to get things right, to go beyond Malaysian borders?
Well, you're always good to dream big. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big. And of course, there's a lot of SME that comes to us and says that, hey, I want to do cross-border. How? I want to earn foreign currency. Of course, easier said than done, right? I always believe in getting what you do now, getting it best before you open the horizon. Solution is out there. Of course, in terms of payment-wise, there are solutions that we offer as a company that provides the ability for you to collect foreign currencies from various markets that we operate in. There's no issue about that. But in order for you to go abroad, you must have a strong branding. I think that Dr. did mention about selling value proposition and building on that. And I think before anybody thinking of going cross-border, I think it is important that you find a very strong identity as a company, as SME, what do you stand for, why you want to go abroad, before you've exhausted all options here in the country, in the domestic market. Well, I agree Malaysia is relatively a small market, but it's still big enough, right? We're not like Brunei, for example. So, yeah, Brunei is only at 400,000 people, yeah? It's like Subang Jaya in a country, But Malaysia as a country is huge. And one of the things I think I want to also part to the SMEs out here, I've been giving a lot of example about phone, right? The reason is, from a payment standpoint, for example, things have changed so dramatically in the last 2 years alone. I'll just give you one statistics. 2 years ago, for every 3 payments that are being done through our payment gateway, 2 is done on a desktop, 1 is done on a mobile, right? So desktop doubles the transaction on a mobile. Now fast forward that 2 years, today, every 4 transactions, 3 is done on. So why I want to mention this, because it's related to the topic of VUCA, is extremely volatile, it's uncertain, things are keep changing. So if we don't do that, that's going to be a challenge for SMEs. Instead of investing time in thinking going abroad, I would always recommend the SMEs to think about reinventing your business model, right? Before you just want to open up your pie, it's like, okay, you're doing this, you're doing A now. Because you already do A in all this location, you say, I cannot, I need to look for a new market. I want to do A in another country. Why not think about doing B? Or changing A into small capital? So, it's reinventing a business model is something that you look at as an organization. If you don't, then there's something they need to do. Giant companies like Apple went through that huge exercise of how their revenue should come from. They're moving from a device, hardware-based model, now moving into subscription, where you're paying a lot more services add-on onto the phone that you take as a device. So, my advice to SME, going back to your question, while going cross-border is great, first make sure you have really good product first. Then next, you can go into agencies like MARM. They have lots of programs that would help you, like e-trade program. They will help you to export your products. You can go to MDEC through the DFTZ, duty-free trade zone, to help you to export products into China or bring in products from other countries through the DFTZ. But before you do that, always look into what you're currently doing here locally in Malaysia. Reinventing a business model, reinventing how you offer a solution. That is something that you should also do without just thinking about going cross-border.
Thank you. Now, you know the recent one-day sales in China. They made what? How many billion was this? 25 billion US sales or something like that. Alibaba, one-day sales. And what I read was Malaysian product stopped the range of the sales. So, what's a misperception that our products and services are not up to international standards when you're doing so well in sales? So you take this question. How does this happen?
Now, I for 20 over years in dealing with the SMEs, there's not one instance that I have doubt that Malaysian products and services are not up to international standard. Not once. Because in my work, I need to actually advise a lot of companies on branding, but most of the time, we also need to look into the productions and products and so forth. So, in terms of the ability of the Malaysian company to go abroad, again, it is the commitment that we just mentioned just now. A lot of SME, they just think that if I want to go abroad, I go for exhibition. That's all. No. And when they go for exhibition, they go for once, there's no business, they stop. No. It has to be a journey. Branding and marketing has to be a journey to reach your destination. There are many ways, and because of the VUCA, the road might change. Just like I just came back from Iceland, this hour is snow, next hour is bright, next hour is rain. But I still need to continue the journey. So over here is that for SME, are you willing to be committed to go through the hardship of this journey? If you are, as what Mr. Raj mentioned, there are so many assistance are given by the government as well as the trade associations to help you to get on board of that.
Thank you. Now, we're going to open to the question to the floor because it's all about you. Okay, we know how the environment. Now, 10 years ago, if somebody says you can lose on a BN ticket, you'll be saying you'll be raising your eyebrows. But today it's really happening. And then we know the trade war between Malaysia and China is creating a lot of uncertainty, political uncertainty, environmental uncertainty, a lot of uncertainties and ambiguity in the environment. Now, I open the questioning to the floor now. Anybody? Now, we got some prizes. Okay. The first person to come out and ask a question will also be entitled to a small gift, courtesy of Edson. So anybody can take the mic and raise a question. We got some speakers here who are successful in their field of business. They got lots of experience that they can share with you. So we'd like to take some questions now. Anyone? At least, yeah, okay. Yes, any questions? Okay, come, the lady there. Now, our ushers, please give this lady now, give her a big hand, please.
Good morning. My name is Ivy,
yes.
and I'm innovate education for children enrichment brain development program. As we all know, with the current 1MDB issues, so it has sent the wrong message to the world that this country is not trustworthy, and it starts with the leaders. So I'm not sure if, and personally I see that, and I hear from friends that people overseas that want to inquire about our services and products, they do have some apprehension about inquiring about the trust issues.
Okay, so now the question of integrity and whether that's affecting the business climate from Malaysia. Somebody would like to take the question here? Calvin, do you face a problem with IP 88? Any trust issues?
Yes, of course. I think when it comes to payment, I think one of the core of that is trust, because I think that's one of the points raised. That is this issue of 1MDB going to cause any trust issue of the investors or foreign partners working with us as a country? Now, if we have not made a change in the last election, I think that may have been a bit more severe. The thing is, in fact, I have friends been working and studying abroad. They are very proud Malaysians now because we have shown the power of the people, the ability to make changes, right? And if anything, that shows the system is being reviewed right now extensively, and that gives a refreshed confidence to a lot of companies working with us. I would just want to give an example for us. As a company, back in 2015, we've been acquired by Entity Data, which is this huge Japanese conglomerate in Japan. And in fact, they have invested even more after, throughout the time they have acquired into us. They have even invested money into the various aspects of business. Why I bring that as an example, I think that's a good example of how foreign companies and foreign entities are looking into us as a company, as a country. I think while that it is something, of course, is happening today, but how much impact it's really bringing to us as SMEs, I think it is marginal, and it is something that us as a country, as Malaysians, could overcome in the years to come. I think there's a lot of good indicators that we are heading the right direction. Of course, there are things that we need to still work out. We'll never be perfect, but I think we're definitely heading on that direction. And I think it's good for SMEs to also keep appraised of all the current political changes, landscape, because ultimately all this affects businesses. Yeah? But in the immediate short to mid-term, I don't think it will have much negative impact. But if anything, I think it's a positive outlook for us as a country moving forward.
Thank you. Just to add on, I think with the recent even budget deficit of more than about 3.8%, before that all the rating agencies were threatening to lower the rates of bonds and securities, but that did not happen. So it looks like the international community has a lot of confidence in us now. And I think it augurs very well the transparency the new government is bringing about. Okay, thank you for the kind question. Now we'll take another question from the floor. Yeah, okay, now since you come forward, the next will be the lady at the back. We'll take this question first, yeah? Now the Lord will show of hands here, that's great, excellent.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Live Learning. It's a training providing company. Now, we talked a lot about branding and quality today. With branding and quality comes price. What advice do you have for SMEs or even startups growing to SMEs that do have quality, but you have clients who are not willing to pay that for quality or for that branding? How do you move from sort of that platform?
Can you replace in one short sentence? What's your question?
What advice do you have for SMEs that need to charge a certain amount for their quality and brand?
Enhancing the quality and brand. Okay, anybody? Yes?
can I just repeat your question? What you're saying over here is that you have quality services and products, but the potential clients not willing to pay. Okay, not willing to pay that high price. And what can you do to actually to be able to charge a little bit more premium price? Is that your question? Now,
Thank you.
thank you very much. I love to answer that question because I face the same issue as well. Okay, no one wants to pay Malaysian consultants. Okay, it's all about free services, but you go and get one masale, okay, and they will pay the consultant tens of thousands of ringgit. But if you come from Malaysia, so who are you? Okay, can we have a chat first? Can you have a coffee first? Okay, then we see whether we engage you. So yes, but the thing is that, as mentioned by Kevin just now, everyone has your own value proposition. Number one, you need to target the right customers. If they are not willing to pay the price, it is because they do not understand the value that you can give them. Are you able to communicate the value that you can give them? Price is very subjective, but important is the value. That's number one. If they do not value you, do not value your knowledge, do not value your quality, then that is not your customer. You should target those customers who value your services, who value your quality. Then that is called target marketing. Very important of that. And for yourself, we have to actually reflect on ourselves. Are we able to provide that kind of high value? Why are the other companies or education companies able to charge that high and we cannot? They can do that because they've got a lot of facilities, they've got a lot of ethical certifications that we do not have. Then it is time for us to actually move forward, make the changes, make the improvement to be able to provide that kind of value. And this is what you need to do.
Okay, thank you very much. Somebody from the back there just now. There's so many people who raised their hands just now. I promised you, yes. Okay, this is going to be tough because she's bringing a written set of questions. So be prepared, gentlemen.
Hello, my name is Sasha. I'm from the manufacturing firm in this line. Just now, one of the speakers mentioned that are you willing to go through hardship in order to reach the journey? Okay, as an SME, I was retrenched almost 2 years ago and I started into a business. So it's a woman business and I noticed that there's a lot of mindset that woman is not given chance to lead. As an example for this event, out of 15 speakers, only 4 are women. So I read this article about this from GM, Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. They mentioned actually women are more innovative than men. This is from a statistic, okay, not from my side. And also, from my experience, okay, I have my staff, men, women. From my personal experience, women, they are more hardworking and more innovative in terms of contributing ideas. But even when we can see in the world today, women are given less chance, to lead the companies. Example of manufacturing companies. I think this is also one of the mindset we are facing today. So, what do the speakers think about this branding of women to lead the business? Thank you.
Can I take this? I got a few points to share with you. Number one, I have to say I disagree with you because I think that men are in advantage nowadays. Number one, in government programs, assistance programs, there is no government assistance program for men, but there are government assistance programs for women. Number one. Number two, if you say that women do not have a lot of chance to be in the leading role in the company, I disagree. I have a client in Pekananas doing a manufacturing company, furniture company, who has a Malay lady as a factory manager. Yeah, it's because right. And the third one, I have been into Kelantan to give a talk on behalf of the Maybank last time. Kelantan is, I totally agree with you that they are more innovative, they have greater entrepreneurship spirit. Because among the Kelantanese, the audience, the guys who just sit there, be quiet, it's only the women who ask the questions. So over here, I totally agree with you that women at high caliber can equally contribute to the SME industry and to the nation, and there should be equal based on merits, not based on gender.
Okay, everybody like to add on to this. Mr. Sakti and IPA, are you giving women an opportunity to lead your companies and take important roles?
Yes, first of all, my company has women partnership in the company. All the money...
He's got a point there.
Straightforwardly speaking, all the money is handled by the woman.
Another point.
I'm only handling the engineering and the outgoing part. On a more serious note, even our engineering team comprises of girls and boys, because I believe in the same thing that what Fintech has said, that women partnership in every aspect of life is there and should be there as a general concept. As far as women entrepreneurship, today's world is, it may have been tradition that women were not so enterprising in the past because maybe a lot of travel in dangerous zones were involved. But today the world has become so safe. In fact, it's gone all cloud now. Okay, so women participation is very safe, and I think we have to encourage our women to get into the game and take the lead.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sakti. Actually, I think innovation, creativity transcends gender. It goes beyond it. And in many countries, the role of women are subdued, but not in Malaysia. In fact, to the extent, 60% of student population in the universities are the females, and only 40% are the guys. I don't know what's happening to our gentlemen in the universities. Now, another question. Somebody put up their hand there. Yeah, please. Wow, so many. We'll give the lady the opportunity first. Otherwise, let's say gender discrimination again. But don't worry, the gentleman in front, we're going to give you an opportunity. We still got time. Yeah.
I have a question to Mr. Yap. Okay, we know that nowadays there are lots of media social to promote our product or businesses. But just to get a feedback from you, what is the personal branding will give impact to the SME? Thank you.
Personal branding did the impact to the SMEs. There's one expert over there down there who's going to ask questions. Okay, Ian is over there. Now, personal branding for SMEs, number one, is good when you just start up, but it's not good when you are growing. Why is that so? Because good when you start up is because your companies are not well known, and the founder themselves will have to actually expose himself based on his capabilities. People trust him. People trust him, then only trust the company. So the personal branding that side is very, very important. But then, when a company grows, people need to trust your company. Because what if you are not around anymore? I still remember that when I was working with Scully that time, I asked my boss, Tengku Farid Ritaudin, that stop speaking, stop that. I need to allocate that the other VPs who will represent the company go out, because if in the event that, I told him directly, if in the event that you have any accident or you need to be away for a while, what would happen to the business? Everyone will be looking for you and nothing will happen. happen. So start up personal branding, but after that, you need to institutionalize your brand to the company via the process, via the technology, via the customer service. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, the gentleman over there. Now, in a ladies-dominated questioning session, you have come out to ask a question. We're going to give you a gift for that. Give him a hand, please.
Good morning. My name is Ian Lai, a branding coach from Brand Talks Asia. Glad to be the first male to ask question now. Okay, my question is simple. How do you strike a balance between A, focus on the current market needs, okay, whatever the market needs right now, we do it for them, for short-term gain, and B, focus in the long-term environment. For example, innovate, come up with a much better product services that could lead the trend in the next 5 to 10 years. So what is the right balance of doing it?
Maybe I can try to take that out.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting question because lots of companies that come to us, it is about me moving online. So, in all honesty, it all depends to the products and services that you offer. But in general, of course, it shouldn't be a 50-50 ratio. Yeah, I think a lot more emphasis should be done into what you're currently doing because that's what matters. But I think what is the right ratio? Everybody just need to find that sweet spot. Why? You have your own way of living your life as a person, and you change your phone not as often as the person sitting next to you. So you need to find that right balance. For the companies that we've been working with, of course, as they move and adopting more changes, what we observe is they are now investing more time into forward-looking activities. Maybe at the initial step, the ratio is about, say, 10-90%. So only 10% they are spending into thinking future-proof strategies for the company. But as they start adopting and they start seeing results of that activity, they are now investing more time from 10 to 20 to 30, you know. So I think, in all honesty, I can't give you an answer that says this is going to be the right one. So it depends on the products that you do, the services that you offer, and also to the comfort level you as an SME investing there. But it needs to start. If you are not putting any ratio, you're only focusing in BAU, and you're not putting any efforts into forward-looking strategy, then that is something you need to do. That ratio, you need to find the right balance itself. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, I'm afraid I know so many people raise your hands, but we've got to end the session now. We have taken up a time slot for the next session. Now, I would like to thank you. You've been such a lively audience. Give yourself a hand, please. And I would like to thank the panelists, and please join me in showing your appreciation to them, They've been very lively too, and the answers have been spot on. With that, thank you so much. Stay on. You've been such a lively group. And who knows, the last speaker might hold the value proposition for you. Thank you very much. See you again.
Thank you for the insights on local environment, especially on the involvement of women in SME. I believe all the delegates are benefited from this session.
Therefore, to express our gratitude, please welcome on the stage Mr. Jeremy Lee, the Chief Executive Officer of Accent, to present the token of appreciation.
Requesting the moderator, panelists, as well as Mr. Jeremy to be at the
please to wave your hand as Mr. Jeremy gonna take a good selfie. Once again, a big round of applause for our panelists as well as the moderator. Tanisha, it was an interesting session, am I right?
Yes, definitely it is.
I was wondering why suddenly the session becoming like more to women's side.
Because women are always power.
Yeah, women are always right. Please pay attention to the stage. I would like to ask all of you, how many of you here are using Maxis? Please raise up your hand. We have quite a number here, Tanisha.
Yeah, do you know that Maxis is not only a telecom provider, but also a solution provider for SMEs? How many of you are aware of that?
So if you want to know more, can you draw your attention to the stage? And a big round of applause for Mr. Calvin, Business Development Manager, representing our co-partner, Maxis.
Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Very good. This is the energy I like. This is the synergy we like. Okay, I'm very thrilled and I'm very happy and also proud because I have the chance to present in front of all the main economic contributor of Malaysia here. Do you consider yourself one of them? A bigger round of applause for yourself if you consider you are one of the main economic contributor of Malaysia. And future entrepreneur. Can I see your hand as well? Alright, this is the energy we like, right? Okay, speaking about credit to the MC, actually every time when I'm too focused on listening to certain topic, when I start to have over focus, right? I will start to, then he will use the tune of, hi everyone, good morning. This tonality is related to what? A gimmick of your business. Let's talk about the gimmick of your business that we can create. Everyone knows that Maxis provide what? Phone lines, right? It's actually more than that. So give me a 5 minutes of short slot. I will show you whatever I could about SME enterprises. And if I can't really elaborate further, you can go to our booth outside there. Okay? By the way, my name is Calvin. I'm a national manager for SME enterprise. Okay, nice to meet you. Next page. Okay, let's talk about food here. This is a challenge, or this is a benefit. Each of the Malaysians are using 5 hours on your smartphone. Meaning that when you go to washroom, you use smartphone. This is why I don't touch my friend's smartphone, you know, because you know it's actually quite dirty. And when you have your lunch, can you raise up your hand if when you're having your lunch, you're actually playing your smartphone? Who actually playing your smartphone when you're having lunch? You see, it's more than 50% popularity here. How about if you are in driving? Okay, if not, I'm actually record now and sent to PRM already. No, just kidding. Okay, very good. So, next question, very crucial. 5 hours of user every single day. Can I know? Can I find your business in smartphone or not? If can you raise up your hand? I still see one challenge, which is the next slide. You see, you might be one of them or you might be 9 of them of the SME, which is you don't have any social media platform. And this is actually a quite poor statistic if you ask my personal opinion. Anyone know that how much is Facebook cost if you want to create a Facebook page for your company? It's free. So you want to be one of here that you have social media in your business, or you choose to be 9 of them? 9 or 1? Good answer. Yes, you have to be the 1 of them, not 9 of them. Okay, you have to be the 1 of them because we need that. It's a digitalization of business now. So we are talking about we are helping our clients that you are doing business without any, it's with wireless. I can find your business, I can find your ways, I can find your website, everything on my smartphone. Okay, next page. Okay, let's talk about business. Okay, usually people's tagline will say, Max 6 one business, many free phones. Max 6 one business, many smartphones. Max 6 one business, many SIM cards. Sorry, today I'm going to share one new philosophy from Max 6 Enterprises. Max 6 one business, one destination, many solutions. Thank you very much. So the first one I'm going to share will be office internet, because this is something that we've been working very closely with our latest new government, which is already dropped a lot of the prices and a lot of customers just switch over. Our sales actually went 6 times up in the business fiber. Okay, next slide. Next. There's a video clip, right? Okay, there are some technical issues. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, please feel free to visit to YouTube, okay, and click on our Max 6 Fiber. Our Max 6 Fiber actually, the one of the main opportunity is we have backup for you. Can I know how many of your officers still using Unify? Can you raise up your hand? This customer, can I actually beg you go to our booth later to listen about our latest Max 6 Business Fiber later? Thank you very much, okay? Because you know why? We are the only fiber provider that provide you wireless backup. Anyone actually encounter before your Unify down in your office and very frustrated? Can you raise up your hand? Majority, everyone experienced this before. So when you down, when your internet down, you also down. When you down, your business also down, right? But with Max 6, we guarantee you 99% of uptime because we have a fixed wireless broadband for your backup. Okay, to know more, you have to go to our booth. Sorry, because I only have 5 minutes. Okay, so the next slide. Other than this, we also practice one digitalization of business of helping our SME. Okay, which is currently a lot of, can I know how many bosses here when you advertise your business to use your fixed line number? 03? Rarely, because you still prefer to use your mobile line, right? Anyone using mobile line? To advertise your business? A lot. You know, why people choose to use the mobile line instead of fixed line? They don't want to miss call. Because if your prospect today call to your number, you will see the missed call can return the call and the sales still belongs to the company, right? If you use the if they call fixed line, you can't see the missed call, right? So now we have this for you. Next slide. Next. We have 1700 number 81, which is you can create under your company, and when your customer actually call this number, it will route to your mobile line that rings. So we are helping our customer to digitalize your business that you can do business when you are out of office. Yes, exactly. So to know more, go to our booth. Thank you. There's no free gift by the way. Next. Okay, this is something really new that I need to share. One short video clip. Next. Thank you very much. Okay. As far as I like one of the business coach just now named Calvin, but we are actually a little bit of competitor. Next slide, please. So now, Max 6 actually, who knows that Max 6 actually provide you credit card machine? No one knows, right? To know more, easy walk to our booth, okay? So how about cloud post? Which means we are actually providing a post system for your retail as well. And also the best part is e-commerce. We just started this team as well. So if you need analytics, if you need details about your business, when is the prime time to sell certain products, look for us. We have an official, professional analytic team to run the e-commerce business for you, to create the website, create the domain, create the page for you as well. And last but not least, we also have SMS marketing. Okay, these days we see a lot of SME actually they use WhatsApp to WhatsApp their product out, right, as a marketing agenda. but usually the number will get blocked at the end of the day because WhatsApp is not a correct SMS platform. And actually, Maxis, we do provide you SMS marketing advertisement as well. Okay, as if you want to know the cost, it's very, very low, as low as free. To be frank with you, I want to know more, go to the booth, I will wait you there. Okay, next. Sorry, I have to very hard sell because it's only 5 minutes. Sales equals to money, money equals to here. That's why we are here, right? Okay, next, and next, and next. Let's go to the final one. No, up a bit, one page. In that case, I cannot talk anything, so I will see you at my booth. Okay, one more thing, very serious one, which is I need to share to everyone. To digitalize your business, to make your business without using any wire anymore in your office, this change of business, start with who? Not with Maxis, I'm not selling my brand, sorry. Start with you. Seriously, start with you. I really love whatever they shared just now. Every single business nowadays, they are all business as usual because they think it's something that you are doing for your revenue, doing for your profit, but it's more than that. Everyone is changing their business. So, one final tagline. New ways of working start with who? You, not me, Okay? Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for the informative presentation. Once again, put your hand together for Mr. Calvin and Maxis as our gold partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, to know more, please proceed to the Maxis booth located at the pre-function hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now proceeding to the second panel discussion. SMEs are a critical component of our economy. It contributes more than a third to the GDP, and not to forget, it also creates opportunities for 5 million workers in Malaysia.
Early in the conference, we already talked about what options do you have to finance your business entities, and I bet all great leaders, business experts here wanted to know more. What options do you have?
Therefore, please welcome onto the stage the moderator for the second session, Mr. Jeremy Lee, CEO of Excel Education Group.
Followed by the panelists, Mr. Wong Ki Tuan, Senior Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Credit Realty Corporation. Next we have Mr. Wong Kah Mei, CEO, Funding Society Malaysia. Together with them, we will join on the stage, Mr. David Yo, Head of SME Banking and Bank. And last but not least, please welcome Encik Nur Azlan Zakaria, Head of Marketing, Malaysian Industrial Development, Finance and FDF.
Please put your hands together for all the gentlemen on the stage. The stage is yours, Mr. Jeremy.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jeremy. Right, most of you know me as the CEO of Epson. What you do not know, I'm also a chartered accountant. I'm also the group CFO of Epson Education Group and Portman Education Group. So when it comes to finance, it lands on me. Okay, I need to look for the money, and it's not easy. When we first started off about 10 years, about 13 years ago, we started off small. We were always looking for more financing because we have this saying within the Epson Education Group. Okay. If possible, use other people's money to grow. So we are always looking for finance, we are always looking for grant. And over the years, we have gotten more money from loans, right? Not only from banks, but from other sources as well. And also, we have also gotten grants. Okay? Grants as in money given to us, yes, it may be one-to-one, but at least money was given to us by the government, and we can use this money for specific purposes. So one of the key things I want to talk about today with these four individuals here, all representing different parts of the financial industry in Malaysia, right, is to figure out from them how they can show us the money and also give us the money if they get any. Okay? So, but before we begin, and I get them to introduce themselves and talk about what they do, I just want to show of hands, and this is both for myself and also for the 4 panelists here, to determine what kind of background of people do we have down here. Okay? First and foremost, how many of you, your organization or you yourself is looking for more money for your organization? Raise your hand. Okay? Right? I was expecting a bit more. Right? Now, I'm also going to ask you your background. Okay? I'm going to ask 3 simple questions. Okay? First one, how many of you consider yourself in the service industry? Service industry. Okay, fair number. How many of you are in the manufacturing industry? That means you actually manufacture something. Okay? Last one is trading. Manufacturing, please raise your hand. Okay? Not as many, so majority of you in service. How many of you are in trading? Trading? Okay, good. Okay, so at least you got a background of who they are, what do they do. Now, one final question, okay? How many of you, based on what you saw up there, know the difference between someone who is from the bank, someone from CGC, someone from Funding Society, and an organization called MIDF? You know the differences between these 4 groups of people. Okay, so we need to address that first. So individual panelists, can you please address that? Because, you know, like myself, when I first started out looking for money, being an accountant myself, I'm also confused. There are a lot of organizations out there, all approved, okay, all approved. However, what do they do specifically? So, gentlemen, when you introduce yourself, please tell us a little bit more about what do your companies do and how do they provide benefits for the SME. Okay? Right. What do we start first?
Okay. I'm KL Wong, easy for you to remember. I'm from CGC, Credit Guarantee Corporation. Now, CGC has been in existence for 46 years. Yeah? So I was a bit disappointed when only a few hands were up. Okay, seriously, CGC, we've been here since 1972. Now, Credit Guarantee Corporation, we are part of Bank Negara. Bank Negara is our main shareholder, right? And they own us 78%, and the balance is by the commercial banks, right? So, what does CGC do? Yeah. Now, CGC was created mainly to help SMEs, right? We are here to help to grow SMEs. How? By availing financing to SMEs. Now, when we first started in 1972, one of the key reasons why SMEs were not able to get financing was because they lacked collateral, they lacked track record. So CGC was a means to help SMEs to get loans from the banks, and we stand as a guarantor. So I believe some of you here, those who have been in business for many years, one way or another, even iPay88, I know one of their founders actually had a loan which was guaranteed by CGC. Now, you see, the thing here is that we are very much behind the scene because, you know, the banks, when they sell their business loans, they seldom refer CGC to you, right? They offer you unsecured business loans. I'm sure some of you here, you may have got business loans from the banks, and you know, they will tell you, no need security, no need collateral. And usually, at the back of it, CGC is actually guaranteed. Alright, so that's what we do. We guarantee the loans that is given to you. Now, in 3 years ago, about 3 years ago, we found that there are businesses who cannot go to the banks, right? Businesses that are less than 3 years, businesses that do not have a good track record, they can come to CGC directly, alright? So this is where CGC, we find that there's a niche. SMEs whose businesses are new. We have some startup schemes where we get our funding from Bank Negara. I believe you have heard from our Finance Minister, YB, he actually mentioned about the 3.9 billion Yeah, so CGC does subscribe to this fund from Bank Negara. Okay, and we do give this facility to new startups.
Right, thank you very much. Right. So remember, PGC collateral, that means you can go to them and ask for collateral so that they can guarantee you, right? And the other thing is, please remember, if you are a startup, right, you don't have the credit, the track record yet, this is also someone that you can go to. Okay? Next. Someone very different.
So thanks, Jeremy. Let me just do a quick survey first. Who here has heard about peer-to-peer financing or P2P financing? Who here has heard about funding societies? So we are a registered peer-to-peer financing platform in Malaysia. The business model is whereby we are like an intermediary, an online intermediary between SMEs that are looking for short-term working capital financing with investors. So if you think about similar Uber or Grab business model, Grab or Uber is the online intermediary, right? They connect drivers with riders, right? For us, the business model is that we connect SMEs who are sole proprietorships all the way to unlisted public companies and connect them with investors, right? Investors here could be any individual, right? Any mom and pop on the street, but we also work with high net worth individuals as well as institutional funders. So institutional funders will include bank and non-bank financial institutions. So as a platform, we help to do the credit assessment, we have to do the due diligence, and we try to tailor the financing structure for the SMEs that come to us to apply for financing for short-term purposes. Right. In terms of the type of SMEs that we have served companies with a few 100,000 ringgit in revenues, all the way to a few 100 million ringgit in revenues. So we launched in Malaysia in 2017, but we started off in Singapore in 2015. So we are operational in 3 different countries, Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia. To date, we have given out close to 1 billion ringgit in terms of financing, short-term capital financing to SMEs across Southeast Asia. Right? And we have given out more than close to 15,000 to 20,000 loans to date across the 3 different countries.
Thank you. So peer-to-peer lending, something that we don't talk about, right? Something quite different. We've been only in the market for the last 2 to 3 years. So they have set up a booth down there outside. So you want to ask them more questions on this, please do later. David.
Okay, I'm from N Bank. I think if you're talking about banks, the difference between the four of us, if you talk about banks, I don't think I need to tell you what banks do, right? So the difference basically between me and 3 of them is, maybe this guy, this one, he asks for equity. For him, he guarantees me. For MIDF, maybe we are the same, but we have more products, okay? Now, the difference, if you ask me here today, do you see a yellow bank here? Do you see the other bank here? But you see a bank here. That's the difference. So, I think I will not elaborate so much on the products because most banks do what we do. But the difference here is this, is the people that we have at MBank now. I think you have seen my booth, like what the Maxis guy said, go to your booth. Don't go to your booth. Go and see my people on the ground, all those in red, all young, energetic. So, I don't know whether I should introduce some products. Okay, now, basically, what I want to tell you is, what I like is, I saw a lot of hands up just now when you say, who needs funding, right? Now, I have a magic product for you. Now, this product, if you qualify, you can get the money within 1 month. And it's guaranteed by my brother here, CGC. So, I hope you, if you are really interested, please engage my RMs and my people on the ground, those in red. You can see them clearly, all those in red are from MBank. They're all young, pretty, handsome. So, this product is collateral free, again guaranteed by him. We can give you the money within a month. Of course, the interest is a little bit more expensive from crowdfunding, but I understand you have to give up certain shares. Do you have to give up your shares when they... No?
Thanks, David, for the promotion. So basically, we don't require equity from SMEs that come to us for financing. What we do is slightly different, whereby we help SMEs issue debt securities. So slightly different from a bank whereby it's not a loan per se, but it is like a bond. But let's say it's a very plain vanilla, simplified mini bond for SMEs, right? But that is something that we take care of. For SMEs, they just need to know it's short-term financing, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, with some kind of interest rate and principal repayments.
Another thing I want to touch on is something which is very good for SMEs, especially the smaller SMEs. Now, I think most of you, if you are in business, you have to pay tenaga, right? And tenaga asks for bank guarantee, right? I think most of you have that problem. When you go to a bank for bank guarantee, you normally have to wait 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before you get the guarantee. Now, M-Bank has one product that if you walk in, but you must have an account now, put in the money that you want to guarantee. Tomorrow morning, we can give you the guarantee to give to tenaga or custom or for the matter any statutory bodies that you need urgently. So if you have urgent need of a bank guarantee, please think of one bank, which is SME Bank. Okay? And then we also have this product where most banks have, but we have it better in the sense that we give higher interest. You know, current account, business accounts. Most of the banks have your current account, but do they give you interest? Yes and no. But I can tell you now, you check online now, M-Bank is now having a promotion where we are going to give you a very high rate for your business current account. Individual, every bank does. M-Bank giving, but M-Bank give more. But again, like I said, all banks are the same. The yellow bank, the other red bank. The difference between them and M-Bank is the people. The people that serve you. That's the difference.
Thank you. And it's true. Over the years, what I've noted is this: the more you know your banker, the more you build a relationship with them, it's easier to get things done. And it's faster to get things done, and it's easier to get approvals as well. Because you know them well, and they will tell you what to do sometimes. Okay?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Good morning. Very good afternoon to everybody. My name is Nur Azlan. I am from MIDF. MIDF has been in existence since 1960, and so I think we are the oldest organization among us here. And we are not a bank, we are basically a development finance institution governed by the Development Financial Institution Act. The only common thing that we have with probably banks is we are not an adong. Alright. MIDF has, since its inception, has been providing assistance for SMEs and as well as non-SMEs to expand and grow their business. We carry the government mandate to meet this aspiration for companies who are going for modernization and automation of their processes, those services companies who are going into higher value-added services, improving their productivity and capacity development. We have various schemes that caters for the SME needs, as long as you meet the objectives of the government schemes. And we are now managing about 2.4 billion worth of funds sourced from various agencies and ministries such as BT, BIDA, SME Corp, and also Ministry of Finance. And we are basically providing fixed rate financing at a very low rate. Our cheapest rate is 2% for services export scheme. Generally, our interest rates are 4% per annum. It is computed on based on the reducing balance method, and it is fixed throughout the tenor, irrespective of whatever facilities or products that we offer, be it hire purchase, term financing, or leasing, or at 4% reducing balance, which is, I think, amongst the cheapest in the market. And we also carry the government's mandate to bring SMEs to to go up the value chain. Well, I think that's about it. We have our friends, my two friends at the back there. They'll be able to assist if you need to know more about MIDF and the products and the schemes that we have. Thank you very much.
Okay, right, everyone? So, are we clear? Okay, good. Now, when we came up with this topic earlier in the year, one of the things I wanted to do was purposely have different people on stage, okay? So that when later on you do your Q&A, please be very specific, right? And hopefully they can give you some answers from different perspectives. The financial industry is a very big one, and a lot of them target different areas, okay? So one of the key things I want to just ask the panel is this. Kamin, can you just explain a little bit more about P2P? It's because P2P is new. And I know you mentioned it's not about equity, there's no equity here. So where do you get your money from? And how do you determine whether we can get the money?
So for an SME, it's fairly straightforward. So basically, you can apply for financing via our website or via our mobile app, right? And one of our team members will reach out to you, understand your business model, where your financing needs are, what your challenges are, so on and so forth, right? So we will do the credit system, we will do the due diligence, and structuring the financing package for you. So for example, how is the repayment structure going to look like, what's the tenor, what's the interest versus principal component, so on and so forth. Right. Once that is done, we make it available on our website and to our mobile app. Right. So for the retail investor, which is any individual on the street who passes our KYC, anti-money laundering, counter financing terrorism checks, they can actually log into the website or the mobile app and then say they can invest in any particular SME that they would like to, from as low as 100 ringgit. So if say you're looking for 200,000 ringgit, 300,000 ringgit, typically you have a few hundred investors, individuals and high net worth individuals behind it. So some individuals could invest by a few hundred ringgit, some individuals a few thousand ringgit, and we do aggregate it and we disperse it through the SME.
What kind of interest rate are we talking about? I mean, if I go and take some money from you, what kind of interest rate am I supposed to be paying?
So it's most commonly between 10 to 12% per annum, right? But we focus on very short-term financing. So most of our deals are 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, right? So if you talk about 3 months deal, then the total interest cost is 3%. If it's total 6 months deal, the total interest cost is 6%. Obviously, the interest rates differ depending on the risk assessment results.
Right. So, quick thing. Okay, David, you might want to, right? So, in terms of your product, it's all mainly banking related, right? What kind of product do you have that is specifically for SME, right? Expanded, and also, why is there a need for us to keep a very healthy current account?
Okay, I think first thing first, just introduce you the clean working capital line where you can go as high as 1 million without collateral. That's one very good product.
Without collateral?
Without collateral.
Meaning, do I need to go to him?
He's guaranteed by him through me, so don't worry. So if you don't pay, he pays. Okay? So anyway, the other thing is this. That fund, like what he says, he called me a loan. But actually, we are licensed alone. So you can get it out within a month. Basically, if all the documents are in place, you can get the money out within a month. And it's repayable 7 years. Okay, now to your next question on current account balance. Well, over my years in banking, I see a lot of SMEs have very healthy current accounts. 7 figures, 6 figures, few 100,000 there. But when you look at their financials, you don't really see that in the financials. Now this becomes a problem for banks.
What do you mean you don't see that? Isn't it appearing on my financial statement?
Not really. You see the balance. But when they declare the profits that you declare do not commensurate with your balance. This is the biggest problem for SMEs. Basically, I hope there's no tax people here, income tax people. So then I cannot simply say things like but basically this is the problem. A lot of SMEs, when they declare profits, a lot of things the bank asks for we can't see. For instance, gearing is an issue. Now what is gearing? To a layman, gearing looks like rocket science. It's actually very simple. How much capital and how much the bank lend against that capital. That's gearing. So basically banks, do not like to see things like, oh, I put in, banks lend you $10, but you as the owner only put in $1. So these are the things that sometimes makes the loan application not so attractive. That's one. Well, if you allow me to talk, I think I can talk until the cow comes home. We won't finish. But I basically give you another one now, which is again financials. Basically, you ask me, the biggest problem in SME today is your financials. It's the structure of your balance sheet. It's the way you declare profits. It's the other thing which I think is also sometimes some of your financials are qualified. Now, what I mean by qualified? Qualified is when you declare your figures to the accountant. The accountant put the notes in your financials, sometimes with your knowledge, sometimes they don't even tell you, depending on the accountant. And they say that, oh, look, we have done everything in place, but we feel that the stock is not right. Now, the moment such remark appears in your financials, you have a problem. You walk to any bank, you will not be able to get a loan. That's one. Second thing is your secrets. Be very careful, guys, about secrets nowadays, because everybody here looks at secrets. That decides the fate of your loan. Overdues, that's one, and then basically too much borrowings, that's another one. Sometimes I'm very surprised sometimes, I see customers, businesses, actually, when you look at the secrets, you see they own 10 to 20 million ringgit. But you look at their current account, you see another 7 figure there. Now why? Obvious reasons. You're better than me, right? You are doing business. I'm a banker. I only see from financials. You know the reason why. So these are the things that basically.
Good. I mean, it's quite true. I mean, even ourselves, whenever we do business, right, the company belongs to us. So at the end of the day, you tend to keep a little bit more for yourself. It's not surprising. So the book does not show what you need to show. So whenever I go do a bank loan and get a bank loan and things like that, well, I need to show a lot of other things. Of course, I need to keep quiet a little bit. At least the other side. Okay, right. No, but why do you call them an along? What's the key difference? Well, why do you call bankers an along? Okay? But the key thing is this. Whenever you say all this 4% loan, 2% loan, do we still need to go to people like CGC and things like that?
Okay. Firstly, I did mention that we have so many things in common. One of the things that we have in common is we are not an agong. Okay. So, okay. On the way how we look at things, I agree with Mr. David. Financials, position of a company plays an important, gives an important weightage for bankers, especially MIDF and probably other banks, to consider whether or not to approve loans or not. And financial statements, your balance sheet and your profit and loss, is basically the company's health. So no matter how good you say about the company, your financials will tell us where you are now. You see? Okay, back to MIDF. As YB Dr. Ong mentioned just now, we are very much into automation and modernization, and in terms of guarantee, we also have loans which we refer to CBC for collateral in terms of guarantee, and we also have this guarantee provided by Syarikat Jaminan Perniagaan Berhad, which is known as SGBP. Okay? So these guarantees, in the case of SGBP, they provide guarantee of up to 70% of the loan amount. Generally, because MIDF, we finance your capital expenditure requirement. If you need to buy landed properties for your own use, you need to buy machineries, equipment, IT softwares and hardwares, we are there to assist you. On top of this, if the security even is insufficient, we may need to get SGPP or CGT to come in to provide additional coverage for the loan in the form of the guarantee cover.
So you do that as well?
Yes, okay. But not for every cases, to certain applications.
Now, I am going to open this to Q&A very quickly, okay, but before that, one last question which is more for Kit Long here, right, just to make sure I'm equal to all of them. Okay, Kit Long, I heard something about some SME portal that we should be going to, right, that was developed by PGC. What's that about?
Okay, there's this platform, right, that has been developed by CGC, and it's actually Malaysia's first SME financing platform. It is a aggregator, it is actually a loan referral. Now, any of these SMEs that if you want to apply for a loan, please go into this platform, Google it, it's called IMSME, just keep IMSME.
IMSME.
Yeah, IMSME, just Google it, go in there. Now, this platform was built to help SMEs if you want to get financing for your business. So, go into this website, key in your details, you need to register your business registration, and once you have keyed in your details, the engine will give you a match to, we have about more than 20 over bank products inside, including mBank. They are in there as well, all the banks, and you don't have to, go and shop or anything to the banks. You can actually do it now. You can key in your details. If you get a match, the banker will call you in 2 days. And if you don't get a match, what happens is that the lead will come to CGC. We will have a financial advisory team. We will call the SME and explain to you why you did not get a match. Yeah, and this platform is meant to take away your headache about how are you going to go about getting financing.
Everyone, easy enough. IMSME, right? If the bankers do not take you up on your offer for a loan, PGC will call you and they will also advise you. Good, huh? Good? Now, what we're going to do is this, okay? We've got about 20 minutes left. Let's do this. Everyone, who has questions? Who has questions? Please ask. Okay? Please ask. This is the time. You've got different people from different parts of the industry here who hopefully will be able to answer your question. And if not, please, I'm quite sure they will see you privately. Okay? So, anyone, questions? Raise your hand. I thought everyone was looking for loan. Oh yeah, please, gentlemen down there. Right. Please state your name and also the organization you're from.
Hello, I'm Joe Song from Curious Resources. We are BPO solution provider. I just want to direct this question to Mr. Wong, Funding Society. Right, I have 3 questions. Question 1 is, as an investor, how am I assured that I will get back my money? Number 2, as a business borrower, what is the worst scenario if I can't repay back? What can happen? My third question is, appreciate your comment on Fund My Home campaign concept with crowdfunding. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the question. So the first question is basically how, as an investor, you are assured that you get your investment back. So as an intermediary, we are not just doing the matching process, but we're also responsible for doing the due diligence and the credit checks. So when an SME comes to us looking for financing, we are responsible for doing the credit checks. We look at the financials, we look at bank statements, we look at CPCTOS, CPM, and whatnot. So we do thorough due diligence checks. The value proposition for us to SMEs is that we are more flexible in terms of how we structure it, right? And we see how we can mitigate the risk. But on the investor side, those things are still the responsibility of the platform to do those checks, right? So we also do site visits and interviews as well. So as an investor, they are assured by having an intermediary that does those checks before allowing an SME to be put up on the platform to get financing. Having said that, you can never predict the future. So there's always the risk of default, like you pointed out in your second question, right, whereby if as an SME, your supplier doesn't, if you lose a customer or your customer is delaying your payment, so that's a real risk of default. So notwithstanding all the checks that we do, there's definitely still a risk of default. I think one way that you can look at assuring yourself as an investor is also if you go to the website, you can look at the default rates that we publish. So to date, since we launched in 2015, across the group we have a default rate of around 1% across the 3 countries. So if you compare that to banks, it's actually at a very low level. So that's the first question. The second question is basically in terms of SME in the event that they are unable to repay. So the question for us is that in that event, the question is that SME being uncooperative, or secondly, is the SME facing genuine financial distress? So the first scenario is pretty straightforward because if the SMEs are uncooperative, so they have funds, but they just choose not to repay, right? Then that is a legal recourse that we can take against the company as well as the directors. So we do take personal guarantees from the directors and shareholders. In the event of the second scenario, whereby it is a genuine financial distress, that's something that we would negotiate with the SME in terms of how are we able to restructure the financing repayments in order for them to be able to make the repayments. So that is the second question. The third question was around the fund life, right? So that one is slightly different to what we do. What we are regulated and what we are allowed to do is business financing. Right. So we are not allowed to do property financing for individuals. So the announcement that you see in part of the budget, as well as the announcement over the past weekend, was around funding for allowing individuals to own their first home. Right. So effectively, that is actually funding the individual to be able to purchase their residential place. So for that piece, the regulations are still being worked on. Right. So there's no clear guidelines being announced yet. So as part of that, that's something that we would see in the first quarter or early next year in terms of having the specific guidelines. But that's quite different to what we do.
Okay, right. Next question. Yes, the lady.
Hi, my name is Melati. I'm a marketing consultant for Rumah Makan Cibiu, whereby we serve good food of Indonesian Sundanese delicacies. Okay, my question is, number one, if the Sdn Bhd board of director, let's say one of them is under blacklisted by the bank, will it give impact into our application for loan? And number two, if the organization is the SME and they run a company as an enterprise, let's say if they wanted to buy a building, what is the process that they need to do? Whether do they need to go for audited account on yearly basis? Thank you very much.
Fantastic question. Right. Anyone, gentlemen, would like to answer that?
Okay, if you're talking about a bank, basically, if one of your directors is blacklisted, we do look at the reason behind the blacklisting. So if it's something where the repayment record is not good, then I'm sorry, no banks, even the yellow and the other red bank will not approve the loan.
So you can guarantee lah. Kalau tu kan.
Even with the guarantee, I don't CDC will do, right?
No, you see, for CDC, if the person has got a blacklist, what we have is that we need to see the next 6 months. There's a grace period of 6 months. That either you have cleared your situation or there's a repayment schedule that you are maintaining to. Yeah. So it still give you a next lease of life, so to speak.
Anything else, David?
Your second question is on financials for, didn't hear very clearly, but financials on enterprise, right? So if you ask me, financials for enterprise are the easiest to do. Let's be real, because it is done by, sometimes by you, or sometimes by an accountant, and it's signed off by you. Basically, what you declare is what you declare. So as for simplified, it's different. You get an auditor to audit to confirm what you did is right. Here, you confirm yourself. And for both cases, you need to provide banks. I'm sure everyone here needs that because that's how they look and decide to give you or not give you the loan. You know, that's the answer.
I mean, is there an advantage going in an enterprise, or is there a significant advantage going in as a Senior Berhad? From the banking perspective, do you actually have a preference?
Well, if you ask me, obviously banks prefer Senior Berhads because there's a third party involved to confirm the financials, basically. Whereas for enterprise and partnerships, the third party is not there. You yourself say, oh, this is my turnover, this is my profit, this is how my business is, that kind of thing. That's it. But for Senior, different. The auditor is responsible for what they write. That's why I said just earlier, I told you, if the auditor qualifies your financials, you might have a problem because the auditor is saying now there's something not right in your books. So when banks see that, again, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It depends on what is the thing that they say is not right, basically.
Adlan, anything that you want to add to that? Does it matter on your side?
Yeah, as far as MARM is concerned, we basically cover and support every SMEs, irrespective whether they are enterprise or whether they're student card. But definitely, we want this enterprise to go into student card. That is the main purpose of a company. You should be aiming to grow bigger. From student card, then you might probably go into a Berhad company, a public listed company. As far as the financial documents is concerned, we pay very we emphasize heavily on the financial position of the company. So the company must have a proper maintenance of your financial documents. Mr. Henry has mentioned about enterprise, where you declare your financial position based on your own deduction. From MARM perspective, it has to be from a third party. You may engage an accountant, to verify the accounts that you submit to us. Without the accounts, we will not be able to assist. And as far as the credit background checking in terms of the secrets and the SITOS, it is very pertinent information for us to establish that you have the character to actually manage your financials as well as your borrowings. That is a very important point that we look at.
Okay. Quick add-on.
Okay. I think we spoke a lot of financials. I think we frightened you guys, banks and everyone who only land on financials, right? There's a right, there's a yes, and there's a no. Now, I think I want to touch a little bit more on your business, right? Now, SMEs basically are not like listed companies where they have a nice profile, colored, they show their chairman's face, that kind of things, right? You guys, you are the chairman, you are the accountant, probably you are even the office boy, right? So the thing is this, when the bankers comes and see you, you need to sit down, besides financials, explain to the banker how your business is run. For instance, I give you an example. I'm a hardware shop dealer. Now there are thousands of hardware shops out there, right? Maybe the difference sometimes is you tell the banker, look, my hardware shop is different from the rest of the 1,000 out there. What? Now you tell what is the difference? Oh, maybe my products are from Timbuktu or whatever. They are all local. So you have to tell them the key success variable of your business. What is the difference between you and your competitor? What makes you think? What makes your business grow? These are the things you need to be able to articulate in simple terms, tell the banker. It will help your obligation besides financials.
Just a quick one. I think some tips for SMEs. I think the first thing is very important that you must be able to show either the banks or any of the FIs in terms of your turnover, right? How are you generating revenue for your business? That's one. Because that will actually determine what kind of working capital requirements you need. Yeah. So I think the turnover, the revenue generation is very important. Secondly is the capacity to pay. Whatever loans that you're going to apply for, the banks will want to know what is the capacity in your business to pay. You see, when we talk about SMEs, it's very much about the business. It's not about the individuals anymore. So whether the business has the capacity to repay the loan, so that's the other thing that we need to take note of. I think the financial statements and all that, yes, to a certain extent, we understand your motives, whether you declare or don't declare, whatever it may be. But I think these two key things is very important. And I think lastly, as we move along being digital and all that, all of you here now are basically evaluated based on scorecard. Okay? All of you have a score, your business have a score, your individual, you have a score, because we have a credit bureau, we have a credit rating on you, and it's very much your rating makes a difference. So if you miss your payments or even your credit cards as a director of a company, that actually affects your scoring. So please remember these things.
Okay, right. Even though we're going to run a little bit over time, I'm just going to take one more question. Okay, these individuals are still here after that. One more question, yes? But the hand raised on that. One more quick question, okay?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ken Yong. I'm the co-founder of an online food delivery platform called Dinesin. For an early stage startup, I'd like to just ask, is having debt on the balance sheet, are you getting a loan at such an early stage, maybe about 1 year into operation? Is it generally a very negative sign for a startup, especially to raise funds for expansion? Because I've been told it's generally something that investors don't like to see for a startup, to have debt on the balance sheet at such an early stage. Thank you.
Sure. No, I think thanks a lot for the question, Kenyong. So basically, the question is that for startups, should they consider debt financing in the earlier part of the business? The question is the question is not really whether it's a startup or not a startup. It's about their cash flows. It's about how are they able to make the repayments given a particular structure, right? So I think if you are going for the more traditional sources of financing, so let's say a bank or whatnot, typically the repayment structures are fairly fixed, right? So it's a 3-year, 5-year loan. You pay out equal installments of principal plus interest. So once you take the financing, depending on what you do with the financing, what is the cash inflow that you expect out of it, right? So do you expect sort of positive cash inflow for the next couple of months, or do you feel that for the next couple of months it's going to still be negative and then the next 6 months will be positive? So I think from considering that financing perspective, you need to figure out the pattern of the cash flows for your business, and does that sort of tie in with the repayment structure that's required for that financing, right? I think for this part, probably if you consider sort of the more alternative financing providers such as us, whereby we can try to tailor the repayment structure to the business, right? Ultimately, it also comes back to, so that's one consideration, that is purely mechanical, right? So you can say, okay, this is my net cash flow, this is my repayment structure. The other consideration that you might want to put yourself or think about is more from your own perspective, right? Most startups, depending on which stage of growth you are at, you may or may not want to put yourself in a position whereby you want to make repayments, right? So if you are, say, in a hyper-growth stage, whereby you expect to keep on investing funds into the business, acquire more, say, for example, yourself more merchants or more customers, individual customers, then that might not be something that you want to think about. So it may be better off to say, I'll raise equity financing, right? And I'll use that equity financing to basically propagate my business. As opposed to say that financing whereby there is a repayment structure that's needed. So it depends on which stage of growth you're at, how you're using the financing for your company.
Right. Now, I think that's all the time we have. Right? What we'll do is just this, right? MIDF has a booth at the end down there. Okay? At the end down there. So if you've got specific questions for them, please go to the booth. MBank has a booth down there, but as mentioned by David, look for the people in red. The people in red, where are you? Yeah, few of them down here. Please look for them. They definitely, you can ask them all the questions you want to ask. Okay? Funding Societies has a booth on the other side, near the escalator area. So please ask about them. And of course, PGC, right, is here also. Kindle is here. So please come and ask him a lot more questions about how he can help you, and also what I remember was that you were saying if all else fail, he can be your last resort. So if you are new or you are small at the moment, you don't think the bank will fund you or who will fund you, this is the person to look for, because I do know Bank Negara actually has some money, right, whereby they are giving out for smaller SMEs. Right? Now, on the Ascent side, this is just me saying that we do have something that we call SME Acceleration Business Growth program. What we do down there is we help SMEs in terms of some of their paperwork, or at least help them direct them to some of these loans and grants that's available out there. So please, right, if you are looking for some loans, some grants, you are new to it, you do not have that much experience in this, right, please visit our booth. We can probably help you with it. And also, we are gathering together a group of people who want to know more from the various individuals so that we can organize them to come to us rather than we go to them, right? As mentioned by Yang Muhammad, Dr. Ong Kian Ming earlier today, right? If you want these individuals to come to you, it's easier that we are together. Or else, you will have to look for a lot of them. Okay? So please go to our booth and have a look at how we can assist you. Okay? With that, MC?
Thank you, Mr. Jeremy. It was a great session and also informative session for all the business delegates here today. Now please welcome on the stage to present a token of appreciation, Mr. Ernie Chan, the President, Group CEO of Arts and Education, Department Education. Thank you once again. Please give another big round of applause for all the panelists as well as the moderator. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished the second session of our panel discussion. We have learned a lot actually. From the first panel discussion, we have learned about how to strive in VUCA environment. And just finished, we have listened to our business panelists that talking about how to finance your business entities. When talking about financial institutions, we often hear about investment. So would I know that anyone of here who really to invest into the property, please raise your hand. I believe some of them really have interest to invest into the property, Tanisha.
If that's so, please do visit our property development partner booth, Sun Surya, located at the pre-function hall. Own your dream house in Sun Surya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the SME Learning Conference will not be a reality without our partners. For that, please welcome on the stage, representing our silver partner, Sun Surya, Mr. Edmund Lee, the sales leader of Sun Surya. Please welcome.
Alright, good afternoon everyone.
share this very interesting investment opportunity by Sansuria. Right? Appreciate your time for 5 minutes, then before we go for lunch, right? Alright, first of all, let me share about where is our location, what are we doing. We are property developers, and current projects that we have now is basically a township development, which is just situated in between Putrajaya and also KLIA. Right? Whenever you talk about property investment, regardless it's going for own use or investment, location is the first thing that everyone is looking at. Right? Let me share a little bit of the location that we have here. A little bit history of Klang Valley. You know, 10, 40 years ago you talk about PJ, 30 years ago you talk about Subang Shala, and the nearest one 15 years to 20 years ago you talk about Pujong. And that's where every new location takes around 5 to 8, 10 years time. And currently this part where we are now is where the government is focusing now. Why am I saying so? First, if you notice in Elite Highway, there are a direct interchange coming into this area. Right? It can cut short your distance to here and also the whole area where we call Salatihi or Sabang. Second, if you know from KLCC, you have this highway called Max Highway, link you directly to Cyberjaya in around 30 minutes. And for your information, it is here, alright, from this KLCC point to Cyberjaya, and currently they are doing a new extension from Cyberjaya all the way to KLIA. So these are the very significant actions taken by the government, because this is the last part of Klang Valley. So if you think that Pujong is very expensive nowadays, if you think that owning a property in Subang is very, very expensive nowadays, please look for us, because you don't want to be regretted and repeated the same words, repeat the same sentence again, saying that, I should have bought it 5 to 10 years ago. So now is the last opportunity for you to own a property. Here, we are here, no doubt the whole area are under development, under vast development, but I always tell my customers that, we are in a very competitive location. In what sense? First, we are here, total 525 acres of development, and attached with us is one existing ERL station. Okay, this is an existing. The good thing about existing is that everything is very sure. You don't have. I don't have to tell you 5 years coming up the road, it will be coming, or 10 years around the road, it will come. But here we have existing ERL station links you 6 minutes to KLIA, and also DFDZ, where Alibaba, post Malaysia, gonna be setting up their warehouse over here, right? And from this station itself, it takes you exactly 28 minutes to reach KL Central. Alright, so everyone talk about investment opportunity in property. Everyone wants to own a property just beside university or so-called Chinese primary school particularly. So what are we having now here in the middle of our township? We have 150 acres of Xiamen University campus of Malaysia, situated in the middle of township. Right? Next. Okay, so this is the whole view of the development. Basically, if you look at the middle, is where Xiamen University 150 acres of campus is, and we are basically built surrounding Xiamen University. And on the bottom here this is where this existing ERL station is situated. Total 525 acres, all are freehold land. Right, targeted to be completed within 10 to 15 years. Okay, this is a whole master plan. Right, if you look at it, the middle you have Xiamen University. Okay, we are focusing a lot on education element. In what sense? Right, this is the main entrance. Right, in the middle you have this Xiamen University. Right, next. Next. Okay, apart from Xiamen University as an education element, we also have an approved Chinese primary school which has been approved by the government, and we are actually submitting all the documents to the Bandaraya, and we intend to have it in 2021. Right, and next to it you have international school. In all these trees are basically in the township itself. In terms of commercial property, we have premium outlet, which is also currently under construction, targeted to be completed by end of next year. Right, if you're looking to shop for those branded or luxury brand, this is where you should go in. Right, next. And these are all the residential place. And here you have some bungalow and CBDs development. For your information, this part, if you look at the top part, right, this is where all this landed property would have located. If you think that, you probably have missed out a lot of opportunity in owning a landed property in warehouse in Sabah, in places like Bujong. So don't miss out this opportunity because we only have 3 bases of landed property and with a total unit of less than 700 units. Right, this is the last part of commercial land that we're going to have offices as well as hotels. And at the bottom here, this is where this existing ERL station is. Right, next. Right. I always talk about why is it good to invest here. And I always mention that we have a very comprehensive infrastructure in San Surya City, this new township. First, it's a facilitation of 2 airports because we are very near to 2 existing airports, which is KLA and KLA2. In fact, we are just 12 kilometers away on driving distance and 6 minutes to reach KLA by train. Right? Of course, the ERL line is the existing one. And in terms of easy accessibility, of course, we can go there by also the major highways like Elite Highway and also Max Highway. Right? In terms of trading ports in Malaysia, where here you're talking about Auckland, it's only 40 minutes driving distance from here. And last but not least, this is the DFDZ, Digital Free Trade Zone. Everyone has heard of Alibaba, right? And we all know that you are setting up the warehouse in this DFDZ. And it is just 10 kilometers away from us. So there are actually a lot of opportunities that arise from that, especially benefited to us. Right. Alright, here I share you a little bit of articles regarding Alibaba and also DFDZ. Alibaba itself creates 16,000 job opportunity. And the whole DFDZ in 15 years, they're gonna create 60,000 jobs only in DFDZ. Right? So this will actually bring a lot of good effects and also population going into this new area. Right, next. Okay, here are some of the facts on Xiamen University. For your information, a lot of you have heard of Xiamen University but have not been there before. So it is actually in the middle of our township. This is a new university under China government. It is the first China university actually stepping out from China, and now it is situated in Malaysia. And not only in Malaysia, it is situated in mid of San Surya City. Right? It can cater up to 20,000 to 20,000 students. Right? And for your information, this is very education-oriented university. All the lecturers has to be doctorate degree. Right? Next. Okay, this is the first phase of which has been completed and currently has been started for 2 years. This is a real view of Xiamen University campus in Malaysia, and this is only the first phase. And here I'm going to go very quick because time's up. So I'm going to share a little bit of quick glance on what are the developments that we have. So in terms of high-rise, we have a Soho development fronting Xiamen University main entrance, and 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, another condominium development called the Olive. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 818 square feet. Right, next. In terms of landed property that I mentioned just now, total only 3 phases. Next. Right, first phase has been solar double-story terrace, and this another double-story terrace, which is the last phase that we have just started to open up. And this morning garden is actually a townhouse development. Total only 132 units. Right, next. And in terms of commercial properties, we have this typical shop lot and only 1 unit left, and also a retail lifestyle retail development, which we only have 2 units left. Fronting, for your information, this is fronting the main entrance of Xiamen University. Just go across the road. Right, next. Okay, here why you should buy with San Surya. Right, I want to go into very further details, but because we are actually, apart from selling, we also offer asset management, which all these services and also products information, you can actually get it from our counter just outside this main entrance. Right, but having said that, we are actually giving some special package today, especially for our landed property townhouse development. We are actually having some good discount only particularly for today. And for your information, it can go up to as much as 5%. So do approach for our sales team, our sales staff over there, and find out all these details. Alright, thank you for that.
Thank you for the great presentation. are going to take this opportunity to inputting all this together. For those who are interested in property investment, please do visit Surya booth in the pre-functional hall.
As we have mentioned earlier in the conference, we are going to have a lucky draw session throughout this conference. So now it is time for the MBank lucky draw session. The winners will bring back an exclusive MBank converted document bags.
To do the honor, please welcome onto the stage Mr. David Yeo, Head of SME Banking MBank, the representative of MBank to draw 2 lucky draw lots. Let's put our hands together welcoming Mr. David Yeo.
Okay, let's see who's the lucky two. Make sure around. And after this, make sure you bank with MBank, please. Okay, My Click Dynamics Lebat, Mr. Tyagaraja Torai Sami. Going once. Going twice, Mr. Tiara, gone. The next one is from Mr. David N. from David N. Entertainment. Oh, okay. Looks like we got one more winner. This is from Think Context, our full name, Mr. Sufix Muhammad Sufian.
Thank you, Mr. David Teo.
And congratulations to all the winners. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next session will have more great prizes awaiting for you. We're gonna have Nespresso Professional coffee machine for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we let you out for the lunch break, just a quick reminder, you may redeem your parking ticket for a flat rate, RM5 ringgit for normal parking and RM10 ringgit for premium parking. You may redeem it in the registration counter at pre-functional hall.
SME Learning Conference 2018 will take a break. The next session will commence at 1:45 p.m. Our panelists will be discussing on embarking on customer experience for SME, the next frontier of growth.
For the delegates who have asked questions during the Q&A session, you may collect your respective